Hello, welcome back to another episode of playing Crazy Machines 3. Um, the title says New Dimensions, but today we like to talk about the wind and lightning system, and I will check how to change the title of the broadcast. So let's start with a fresh machine. And we did a lot of work the last week to improve the wind and lightning simulation. So let me show you something about those two systems. Feel free to comment in the chat if you have any suggestions, ideas or questions. Just drop me a message there. And okay, let's start with the lightning system. We prepared some lightning using parts such as the lightning emitter, and it's looking like this, and this requires electrical power, so let's add a battery that provides us such power, and I plugged it in, and if I start the simulation nothing happens. That's because the generator will create a lightning bolt, but there's nothing to there's no target for the bolt. The bolt can't hit something. So we have a lightning receiver as well here. So let's add such a receiver. And if I start the simulation now, you can see there's a lightning bolt. Let me change the sky to something darker so we can see the bolt better. Here. The lightning generator creates a bolt to the receiver. The lightning bolt will always try to find the nearest possible receiver. So if I add another receiver, let me copy and paste this, maybe add one up closer to the emitter, and you can see the lightning bolt is hitting the first receiver. This behaves generally like a real lightning bolt that tries to find the shortest way through the air. So, and I will remove the second one. And as you can see, the lightning receiver has a power socket here. This is because we can transmit a signal or a value with the lightning bolt. If you played Crazy Machines 2, you will know this concept. So maybe let's take a light bulb. I think we should have one. Let's take such a stage light here, and we plug it in and start the simulation. You can see electrical power from the emitter is transmitted by the lightning bolt to the receiver, and we can use this to power up an electrical device. I think we have a lamp somewhere. Maybe this is... yeah. Okay, yeah. This is better. Okay, so you can use this to transmit power or any kind of signal as you like by a lightning bolt through the air. I hope the stream is up and running, because I somehow have a progress indicator here, but I will continue as I had this effect in former streams, so just send me a message if you have any problems with the stream. Okay, thank you. And okay, and The next thing about the lightning bolt is we can change the path by adding objects made from metal in between, because the lightning bolt will try to find the shortest way to the receiver, but it will try to, let me say, the cheapest way. So if I use such a metal sphere here, you can see the bolt is conducted through this sphere, because the way through the metal is a lot cheaper than through the air. And so let me add another one, this just two, and you can see I can kind of shape the path of the bolt. Of course, this is also possible dynamically. If I remove the static flag from this, you will see if I run the simulation, the path is updated dynamically, and this enables us to change the path of the lightning and use this for all kind of riddles and stuff, and effectful lightning paths. And this of course is possible with the material system too. Maybe let's say I add a basketball here in the middle between the emitter and the receiver. So the lightning bolt isn't very impressed by the rubber basketball, but if I change this ball to a metal material, you can see the lightning will take the shorter way through the metal basketball. And maybe let's add some kind of, I think we have a shelf. So this is more impressive if we let this ball run down the shelf. You can see we can dynamically change or alterate the path of the lightning bolt. Of course, the lightning bolt has a maximum length, so if I move this receiver far away, let me test. Oh, I thought we had a maximum length, but I think this shouldn't happen. So for now this is okay. We still have our lightning bolt. I will check this after the stream. I thought we had a maximum length, but as I already mentioned, we improved this last week, and we are still improving this. So maybe this is some kind of development effect for now, but it's not show-stopping, so it is not a problem here. So I can change the metal at the shelf material to metal 2, and now you can see the lightning bolt will use the shelf, and after the ball has rolled down the shelf, the lightning bolt will use the ball too. As long as the ball is on the shelf, it will not use the ball, because the way through the shelf is a lot cheaper than the additional way through the shelf and the ball. But as soon as the ball has fallen down, it will use this extra distance, or this cheaper distance through the ball. Okay, so that's the new lightning system, and together with the material effects, I think you have a lot of really crazy possibilities to alternate or to use the lightning system. Maybe let's make this column here from metal, and as you can see, it's the lightning is conducted through the metal column. Okay, So now let's go on. This is about the new lighting system, and we improved another system, the wind system. Let's change back to a brighter time of day. So let me quick build a very simple fan, and therefore we have this fan element here, and I change this connection to an axle and make this base static, and add a torque to the fan. So if I let this run, you can see the fan is spinning, but it's not working as a fan as it is, because this is only an effect. And we have to add a wind source. This looks like some kind of hairdryer here, and maybe let's add such a wind source there. I have to rotate it, otherwise I would blow out backwards here. So, and as you can see, I rotated the muzzle to point into the direction of the fan here, and now we basically have wind. Okay, let's add some objects in front to show you where the wind is. Let's add a ball, and as you can see, the ball is blown away. Let's add more balls, and they are all blown away by the wind. Okay, this is nothing new so far, but the improvements now are, I think we have an anti-gravity machine. I need zero gravity to show you this. We have a zero gravity machine here, so I will use this. And I need some board-like object. I think we could use this here. And the wind is so let me show you what I mean. If I place this object in the center of this wind, you have to imagine the wind is a conical kind of shape here, and it's blowing into this direction to the left. And if I place it in center in front of the fan, it will move to the left without any rotation, nearly. And if I move it a bit up, the wind will attack the bottom, and the object will spin out to the top. And same will happen if I blow onto the top of the object. It will move down, and the wind will attack the part correctly. This is new. This was made last week, and this also offers a lot of crazy possibilities to create cool part interactions. Maybe we have this shovel wheel here. So if I blow here into this direction, the lower shovel will be hit, and the whole thing will spin. This is all because the wind is attacking the lower part of the shovel wheel here and causes this thing to spin. And you even can build a real working propeller, and maybe let me show you. I will build a very basic propeller. So I need a static base and a spinning nose kind of thing, and maybe let's use this wooden board here as our propeller blades. And of course I will use it this way to show you the effect. If I place it unrotated, you can see there's nearly no effect, because the wind can't attack on any sides that would introduce a spinning movement. So if you ever had a look on a real propeller, you will see the blades are rotated and just like this. And now the wind can attack not in a tilted kind of way. So if I run now, the wind will introduce a spinning, and this is basically like a real propeller, or like a what's the word? Like a windmill does work. The propeller is the opposite thing that will drive a plane, but it's a windmill. Let's say it's a windmill, and this is all working because of the wind simulation. Okay, do you have any plans for liquids? We actually had very detailed plans for liquids, but the techniques, what's the word? I can't find the right word. The simulation, the current available liquid simulations does not fit our requirements for the game, and require a lot of computational power, or a lot of very powerful graphics device. So we chose not to integrate liquids for now, to not require a really expensive PC system. But maybe in some years, let's see where development goes. And okay, so that's the wind. Okay, if you have any ideas or suggestions what you like to see me to build, just drop me a message. Otherwise, I will start building a roller coaster. And therefore, we already have some prepared railway pieces or a rail track. So I will start building a simple roller coaster. Maybe let's move this. This is also a new concept in the Crazy Machines 3. As you can see, there's a blue and a red spot here on these parts, and we call this our combination spots. You can build these things in the part editor to your own parts, and if I overlap them here, they will snap exactly on this position. This is really helpful for building, for quickly building snapped things like such a railway here. And we have a curve piece too. So let's say we want to, this is our, as you can see, this is really quick. So let's say this is our downhill here, and maybe there's the start here. So this is basically the first downhill section of my little roller coaster here, and we have a minecart too. The minecart has the exact size for this rail track to fit there. So let's say maybe a bit more and get rolling. And as you can see, we are rolling down here. I think we will add some more roller coaster like parts later. And but for now we can use this minecart too. What about some chain reaction machine? Okay, then let's build a chain reaction machine. I think I will make another Twitch stream for this roller coaster on another Wednesday, so let's use this as a teaser and more later. Let's build a little chain reaction machine. Okay, and still had to focus on the input there. So let's say what can we build there? Think we can use a conveyor here. Let me check. This is basically a conveyor, so let's maybe start with this and use let's transport a crate. I think the conveyor requires a signal in to run, to make it multi-purpose, or some of our parts will have signal inlets and outlets, so you can use them for different occasions, like integrating them into the integrating the parts into the puzzle as a okay. I could have taken the roller coaster part as the beginning. Okay, no problem. It's no problem to rebuild this. As you saw, this is really done very quickly. So okay, let's build this again. No problem. And let's start with the downhill. What? Didn't snap. So maybe we start from the left. No. Yes, this is no problem. If we make a chain reaction, so maybe I make it not that steep or not that long. So and move it down here, and let's use our minecart. So we can. Okay, this is our start. So now the minecart. Say the minecart could hit a button or something like this. Let me see if we have a fitting button. The part list is still growing at the moment. A buzzer socket. Buzzer, so maybe we can use this buzzer here. And okay, let me set this static. Let's say the minecart has to hit the buzzer. This work, okay. And this buzzer activates something electrical. Let's see what we can use. Or let us try if this works. Okay. We not sure if the buzzer the parts are in development at the moment. So let's say we have this domino chain here. And okay. Basically you can build the roller coaster in 3D, but this is possible. We are thinking about different kind of rail tracks, because if you're building into the depth, you have different degrees of curves, and we don't like to have too many of them, but we like the possibility to build into a real roller coaster circle, or a complete track. So there will be some kind of tracks, some kind of arcs or bent rail tracks that will enable you to build a complete track. And okay, let's say we can, I need some kind of, the minecart is too strong for our dominoes, so the boxing cloth could work, I think. So let's see what happens. Whoa, this is too... Did I remove the... yeah. Okay, no, this is too slow for now. I think I will raise this up, and so we can use... we can put something into the minecart. And now it will fall down, so we have to build something that will stop the minecart here. Maybe like, let's say I need some obstacle. I think maybe such a stone. Let's try it like this. Okay, our balls are falling out. So let's add some shelf here. Create some artificial ground. Okay. And now we could redirect the parts maybe, or let's activate the shovel wheel. Okay. Now we could use, or I think I would have to build an own shovel wheel to create some kind of electrical power. So let's build one. We built a very easy shovel wheel power generator. I think we have a motor housing. Where is it? Here. Okay, so let's build a very easy power generator, and therefore I have to I need some kind of axle. Let's say this is our spinning axle, and of course we need the shovels and these things. So let's say like this, this, and this. So this should give us our basic movement, and we could, of course, we can do some visual improvements here. Maybe like adding a rim here to not have such a naked axle into the housing. And so the axle is mounted like an axle to the housing, and we now have to create an electrical power. So let's add a socket here to this device. We could add it here on top. And now we have to create some power, therefore we have to measure the spinning of the shovel wheel. And okay, therefore we have such an velocity sensor for angular velocities. So I will connect this axle with the sensor, and the sensor will measure the amount of spinning, and let's multiply this. Let's multiply this by some constant, because for our parts we are using a constant of 100 for full electrical power, and so I will multiply this measured value by 100, and we give this result to the power socket, and I think this should give us, oh, as you can see, if I look from the top, now the shovels aren't running at the same line like the shelf, so we will have to move this a bit back. There's a lot of helper lines here in our part editor, and this is our zero plane, and this is where the shelves are running to. So as you can see now, the balls will perfectly hit the shovels. So let's see if this works. Oh, I have to add some kind of electrical device. So let's say we no, this lamp isn't suited very well because it's, let's add another shelf maybe like here, and not sure if the cable is long enough now. It's not problem. Okay. This is an all new feature in Crazy Machines 3.2, by the way. We can okay, this is not good. So let's move this here. Oh no, yeah, okay. This is an all new feature. You can place the power sockets in any kind of direction, and they will still work. But the cables are physical too. So if you are building levels or parts, you somehow have to consider that the cables yeah, okay, this is basically working, but let me trick a bit here. That the cables, that the cables have a physical impact. So let's see. Yeah, it's working. Maybe our multiplier is a bit too high. So we have too bright light with such a small spin, but it's working. We converted our ball movement into a spinning movement and created electrical power, and have our light or lamp glowing. So maybe we can add a solar cell here that converts the light into power again, because we can. And let's see, and we are driving the blender with this. Let's see. Okay, I think I will reduce the multiplication a bit in order to have a more realistic behavior. And maybe we should move the stone a bit here to get more balls falling out. And okay. So this is the easiest way to run a blender. just have a minecart and a kind of roller coaster, a piece of roller coaster track, and some self-made power generator and a desk lamp. Yeah. And let's see, what can we build? Let's remove this here and let's make it a bit more mechanical. And you should add a slight hill to the shelves. Was that sound on your end? Yeah, this sound was on my end, and we are we still are up. The sounds are not polished at the moment. They are first. They are more like first versions, and there will be a lot of improvements made. Especially now, if we have more and more levels and more parts, we get a better feeling of all the kind of situations where the parts are used and what kind of situations they are running in, because due to all the possibilities in the game, you surely can predict a lot of situations, but as you can see, as we had at the moment, as before, this was an unpleasant situation, so we will polish this out, of course. So let's see what happened. The balls were, the minecart was toppling over and 2 balls making it out. So let's say we let's see if this works. If we add some kind of catapult down here. Missed. So we missed the spot. And okay, we hit the spot. So now we need some ammunition. Maybe we can use this bomb. Let's see. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, the bomb is a bit too heavy. The Crazy Machines engine, yeah, determinism is a key factor for our game. So yes, the engine is deterministic, or the game is deterministic. The engine is the engine, and we already removed a lot of factors that are disturbing the determinism. I think we have still some possibilities or some factors in, but this will all be removed to have a perfect determinism. Yeah, okay. As you can see, I can add a constant chip here to the catapult to tell the catapult how much power it should use. Okay, this is more like a bomb thrower. So let's say we have our bomb here, but we have to ignite it. So we need a laser in order to ignite the fuse. And the laser is battery driven or electrical power driven. And I think we have to rotate the bomb. Oh! Okay. We we ignited the bomb, but the bomb does explode too early, so we have to delay the bomb ignition. So therefore let's remove the battery, and let's say we have to build some. I think the socket should work. I'm not sure. Let me try. Yeah, it does. Okay. So we can use this. So let's say we we give the laser only power if something hits this buzzer here. So let's add some. Maybe we can use one of the basketballs. Not sure. Let's add some different mechanic here. Let's say we have to create some delayed something that here can use the conveyor. Ha. Okay, and maybe the wooden crate. And let's scale this a bit down and let's see what happens. Okay, I think this conveyor needs a signal, so let's give this a signal here. Okay, now it's transporting, and maybe we need another one. No, don't meant to move both. Like so, and okay, let's see if this timing will work. Now the ball is too... Okay, the second ball will make it, but the bomb, the fuse couldn't be hit. Okay, now the bomb is shooting away one of the basketballs. Okay, we still ignite the bomb too early, so let's move our crate a bit more to the left. So the laser... The bomb is... Okay, and... let's say a bit more here. Okay, now the laser is still too early, so let's say okay. Is the laser able to fry a steak? We have no steak. It's a it's a vegetarian game. No fun. Of course it is if we would have a steak in the game. No. Or grill sausages. We are thinking about a kind of sausage material, but for now we don't have this in the game. Maybe this is something for add-on or for additional content, like having sausage materials that are able to... Okay, now our bomb is thrown. I think I will make the catapult a bit more stronger. Let's multiply some values, and this was okay. So and so. Belt wheels or remen are planned, but not for the first release. Okay, we need more power. It's really a heavy bump. I mean, I could reduce. The interdeterminism that you see is not made by the minecart itself. This is you have to. This is very technical. Okay, now let me set the catapult to static. Now the force is so high that the arm will topple over the catapult, and you okay. And the interdeterminism isn't really what you mean by interdeterminism. This is a very technical talk now, but you have to consider the whole physical scene, and there's a lot of optimizations and stuff. And if you move one object, maybe the object gets into another cache or something like this, and this creates another calculation result, and we are still optimizing this as best as possible to reduce these effects as much as possible. And yeah, we we managed this in all previous parts to have it as less as we could. There are still possibilities that you simply cannot influence, because all levels are different, and we can optimize this, and we will optimize this as much as possible. Yeah. Okay, so we have our bomb thrown away. Maybe we can detonate something with it. And let's say we I think we have some kind of pile of crates. So let's see if I pile up some crates here. Okay, the bomb itself is strong enough to throw the crates, so let's add some more crates. Let's see what happens. Okay. So maybe this could be a puzzle. If we say now, what could the player have to think about here? Maybe he should build in such a conveyor, and I think the laser, and maybe the catapult too. Not sure if this is and maybe the minecart. And now if I change to a player's perspective, this is we have to move the left border a bit to the left in order to see the whole level. And this would be a situation that the player would start with, and the task could be like blow away the pile of crates to the right. And now the player would have to place the catapult and the conveyor, and step by step he could find a solution. Oh, wow. This was close. So let's say we add all the things that are meant to be. Yeah. And what's missing now is a kind of win situation here. So maybe let's say how can we detect a falling stack? Maybe let's say we kind of want to test this box here. I change the color of the box. Maybe I take something brighter here. And let's say if this box has fallen down, we count this as a thrown over stack. So I need some kind of testing volume in the back. And let's give me a package, some shape here, and give this a holographic material. This is not final, this is our working material for now. There will be a kind of invisible material that's only visible in the machine editor for the creator to detect such kind of situations. So I use an inside sensor to check if something is inside this holographic box here, and I need an inlet and to check for a certain object. So this inlet is our interface to the machine. Maybe let's place it a bit better, like here. And as you can see, we can see this inlet here too. And now I can say, okay, I want to test this box with this volume. And of course I have to add a win. And we have such a level win here. And if this, if the object that is connected to this inlet is found within this volume, we trigger the level win. So let's see if it works. Okay, the box. Yeah. So let's say we okay, I think we have to use another box. This is a really more complex kind of test to check if a whole stack has toppled over or has fallen. So this is and I want to keep it easy for the stream and to show you how the inside works, the inside sensor. So let's see if it now. Yeah. Okay. And as you can see, the level win was triggered. Oh. And basically we built a whole complete level. Now what's missing is a nice decoration. We could place this in the desert, or maybe like in something more futuristic environment, and set up all the lighting and stuff. And of course I need a better screenshot of what to do. Maybe if the task is to topple over this track, or especially this box, so maybe we get a close-up on this box and give this machine a name like Boxplosion, and throw over the pile and save this. And so we basically built a complete level that is playable and has a puzzle in it. Okay. Yeah, that's a great idea to make a test if the box leaves the zone. This would be a good alternative. Yes. A A Python node, yeah. We actually thought about such nodes. They are very expert, and for now they are still ideas, but let's see, maybe someone we add such a node. Okay. So I think I will end this now. If you have any questions. Otherwise, thank you for your patience, and I think next week we will build a roller coaster maybe, or maybe something different, or I will introduce the interactive parts, the interactive chips, and or build some other chain reaction. Let's see. So for now, how long will the game be in production from now? The game is planned to be released somewhere in autumn this year. The exact release date is to be announced. Okay, so that's for today's stream, and we built I showed you the lightning system, the wine system, and a very weird chain reaction. With we built an own generator. We had our conveyor running here, and we created a complete puzzle with win-win situation, with things for the player to build. And what's missing for this level would be a nice decoration, and maybe give this track some kind of stance and something like this, and to make this visually more pleasing. And yeah, thanks for today. See you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Goodbye.